see. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. And so that's that with my weight loss journey. I plan on going to the gym soon, because I'm tired of wasting my gym membership money, and I'm not going to the gym. But yeah, so I'm getting myself together, basically, guys, is what I'm saying in a nutshell. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about, which is really important, there was a YouTube video by a member of our weight loss community, Socks Heather, and she does a series of videos during the week. But on Mondays, she does Mental Mondays, where she asks questions that have to deal with our emotional or behavioral responses to eating. I want to say last week was the question that she asked, why do we fail? And in her video, she talked about her experiences, her personal life experiences, that led to her either backsliding on her weight loss journey or completely neglecting her weight loss journey altogether. And she stated that while she didn't have the answer to that question, why we fail, she did challenge us, her viewers, to kind of talk about our experiences, or just to basically answer the question, why do we fail? And I felt like it was a loaded question, but you know what? It was a well-asked question. Like, it really forced me to go deep within myself and really be honest with myself and answer that question. And so I'm going to post this video as a response video to her original question, so you can see the content that she talked about, the experiences that she talked about, but that you can also use this video as another point of reference. I will leave her YouTube channel in the description box below, and I'll also leave all of my social media information in the description box below. But for the reasons that I believe that I fail, it's lack of balance. And I talked about this during my life update, but last year was a crazy busy year for me. I had my son in February. I got married last August, and it's just been a whirlwind. I'm still trying to find the balance of being a wife, a mother, and still having time for myself. And I believe that, I lack the mental clarity and spiritual clarity that I had at one time, because I've allowed all of these thoughts and ideas and all of this external stuff outside of me, just kind of infiltrate my brain and overload my brain. And so I'm trying to get back at that place with oneness with myself, so that I can be one with my family. The next thing is, I'm reading off my list. Lack the motivation to finish what I started due to being disinterested, or because I get preoccupied with another thought, idea, plan, whatever. An example of that is my experience with Planet Fitness. I joined Planet Fitness at the beginning of the year, went for a month consistently, got overconfident in myself, bought the premium membership, which was a little double that amount of money, went for about another month and a half, and then just stopped going. And I basically say that because I'm still paying for a membership that I'm not using, and I have this really bad habit of being all amped up and going all hard when I first, go for a new idea or a new plan or whatever, and then I burn myself out and I stop going, or I stop doing whatever it is. And that's a bad habit that I am working on. I promise. I'm seriously working on it. The next thing is a fear of being rejected. And I think that that's such a big thing for so many people, especially people who are making a lifestyle change, or who are fighting addiction, or anyone who's trying something new, or they're going outside of their comfort zone. I believe that rejection has such a power, a paralyzing power, that it can choke and kill any kind of dream or vision or potential that you have for yourself if you let it grip you tight enough. And I remember going into the gym for the first time and feeling so intimidated and so anxious and so nervous, because I didn't know what to expect. I was intimidated by the machines, and I was intimidated by the people and what they were thinking, even though I wasn't 100% sure what they were thinking. My thought process was, they're going to say, why is this big girl in the gym? And, it's funny, the irrational thoughts that we say to ourselves, because right after I thought that, my brain immediately said, hold on, if you're a big girl and you're at the gym, then you're in the place you need to be, obviously. You need to be working your butt off on one of these machines. And so I quickly dismissed that negative thought that I had. But it's amazing how, mental conditioning plays such a major part on not only how we view ourselves, in essence, but how we treat others too. So I'm working on giving myself more positive affirmations anytime, especially during the times when my brain is wanting to, beat myself up with a negative affirmation. It's immediately to counterattack it with a positive affirmation. So one of the things that I've been saying to myself on a daily basis is, I love myself unconditionally right now. And I can honestly say that now it's beginning to soak in, because when I first said it, I'm like, I really don't love myself unconditionally. But now I'm beginning to believe what I'm saying, because I'm internalizing I'm internalizing the affirmation. I'm internalizing what I'm saying to myself. The next one is a fear of not recognizing myself. And I have this fear that I won't know the wonderful person that I am deep down inside. And I'm also afraid to see all of this potential that I let lay dormant, just because I was afraid to, do stuff because of my weight. And man, I know that weight loss, a weight loss journey isn't just a physical transformation. I know that it's a spiritual transformation and a mental transformation as well. And a part of me is just like, man, that's a lot to take in. Like, am I going to be able to handle it? And once again, that's where those positive affirmations have to come in to, reinforce that, you're going to be okay. You're beautiful now, and you're going to be just as beautiful, if not even more beautiful then too. But just learning how to love and appreciate myself for who I am now. The next one is fear of not being able to maintain my loss once I reach my goal weight. Once again, I think this is a fear of many people who have either lost a lot of weight or who are already at maintenance. I think that fear will pretty much always be there about, will I be able to maintain my loss? But one thing I want to have in place to counteract that is a support system of, resources, and of course our YouTube community, and accountability partners, and just a plan and a routine to just continue to challenge myself so that I can inspire others to do the same. The next one is that I'm an emotional binge eater, and it doesn't matter whether it's happy times, sad times, times of discouragement or depression, or celebratory times. I've always clothed myself in food. Food has been my refuge. I've always turned to food because I felt like food would always be there to love and protect me, and to nurture that void that I have, that emptiness that I would feel inside. And, I also always felt that I hid my guilt and my shame behind food. And so the more guilt and shame that I felt for myself, the more food I ate. And of course, the more excess weight I gained. And what I didn't realize was that in continuing to just binge eat over and over again, I was creating this vicious cycle of just emptiness. And, the more I ate, the more empty I felt, which would cause me to eat even more to try to fill the emptiness. And, is crazy for something that seems so simple, that it's so detrimental, and yet that's what I was doing for a big chunk of my life. Even recently, I've had a lot of car issues and a lot of issues surrounding my car, and just I've been eating these last couple of weeks like a mad woman on and off, and it's just like, you have to get to the point where you just tell yourself, are you worth it? Like, are you worth taking the time to just be by yourself and meditate and pray and journal and do whatever you need to do to release all of those negative emotions that you feel inside without hurting yourself with food? And yeah, I'm really, really working with and dealing with that. And what I'm finding is the more honest I am with myself about my binge eating, the more I bring it out into the light, the more I see how avoidant I've been about dealing with a lot of the personal, obstacles that I've had to deal with in my life. And now, because I've brought those things to the light and I've been honest with myself that I have not been, efficient at working on these things, it's kind of given me the empowerment and the motivation and the strength and the courage that I need to push through. So that's been my breakthrough with the last couple of weeks. My next one is lack of self-confidence. And I said that to say this. My husband and I have a very good, we have very good intimacy, but I want to feel more self-confident in myself so that I can be more intimate with him. I feel that my physical appearance right now holds me back. The way that I feel about myself holds me back from being more intimate with my husband. And, the way I see it is my body is my gift to my husband, and I want to present the best gift. And so this is what I'm moving towards, better health, so that I can be a better partner, a better life partner with my husband. And also learning how to trust him, with my innermost thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, my ideas, my experiences, and allow him to continue to love me unconditionally like he has, and continue to love and support and protect me, and allow him to clothe me in his love, as opposed to food. And so that's my goal with gaining more confidence in myself, so that will translate into greater intimacy in my marriage, and then greater confidence and greater, so that my marriage will be on a greater level than it is now. I mean, praise God, huh? And then for my last one, it was just for my reasons that I believe I fail. My lack of preparation when it comes to meals, snacks, and, a workout routine. Because I find that when I don't plan my workouts, when I don't plan my meals and snacks, I'm just not efficient across the board. When I don't have a plan in place, even if it's the teeny tiniest, just little space for me to make an excuse, I will make one and I will justify it. So I am definitely beginning to do a better job with planning out my meals and my snacks and then my routine for the week. And, I used to get upset because I said, I don't want this to be, I don't want to be counting calories my whole life. I don't want to have to plan, exercise my whole life. And then I had to think about, I had to change my mindset, because this is not a temporary fix. Once I start meal planning, this is something that's going to be a lifestyle change for me. And I have in the past consistently meal planned and consistently planned workouts and been fine. But it's just, that's another part of holding myself accountable. It's planning through, because I know how I am. Either I'm going to get busy, or like I said, create an excuse. One of those two things are going to happen. And usually it's me creating an excuse about me being busy with something else. So I want to be better about that, which is why I put, in the past I failed because of lack of preparation. And I feel that was my biggest contributor to why I haven't been consistent with the gym. It's because I stopped planning the days that I was going to the gym. And then finally, the things that I plan on doing to combat not being successful in my future. I said that I'm going to hold myself more accountable for each and every decision that I make. Self-explanatory. The next thing was just to keep nurturing my willingness and my determination and my commitment to being a healthier individual every day, because I want to live on purpose. I want to live the best life possible, and I want to learn how to take care of myself, so that in turn I'm teaching my son how to take care of himself, my husband how to take care of himself. I mean, all these things are important. And I know that it'll get done. It just, oh man, I'm telling you, this question was definitely loaded. And it definitely took a lot for me just to sit down and allow myself to be in my feelings. But I definitely am proud of myself for really digging deep and for being very candid and honest and transparent with myself. And I believe I got a lot of, emotional and mental work done with this question. So, Heather, thank you so much for asking this question. I look forward to other questions that you're going to ask in the future. And I hope you guys have a blessed night. Love you all and be blessed. Bye.